Yeah, Nebraska and Iowa both holding their state championships the same weekend this year. We were both in Des Moines last night for the Iowa State High School Championships. Sold out crowd at the Casey Center. The state loves this sport.
Absolutely.
Championship night at the high school championships is always a special event.
There's a couple state champs in the building that were wrestling last night.
Checking out some college wrestling today, celebrating the state title runs that they enjoyed last night. Talked about Grice growing up in the state of Nebraska, Bellevue. Here is a Walker attack. He's in on the leg. Gage Walker. Good scramble here as Grice comes the opposite way through, has the legs. Now he'll try to elevate. No neutral danger. Walker not in a position to start the count there, but he is in danger of giving up the three. Pops back up to his feet. Grice stays on the hunt and secures the takedown. Man, that was really solid work by Garrett Grice from defense to offense. And a big mat return on the edge for good measure.
You can feel that over here.
Boy.
I'm glad they're both coming out of that safe.
Yes, they hit that hardwood just outside the mat. Terrific scramble and exchange between these two.
Yeah, it was a straight single to Grice's right leg, and he was able to get underneath Walker and pass. And that was some of the fruits of his labor from the Faber match, or Farber versus UNI, is how he was able to collect some of those opportunities and get some points on the board. Walker doing a great job staying inside the tie with his left hand. Grice kind of comes over top with that right hand.
Front head position for Garrett Grice. Still has that head buried, trying to wrap around and get to the corner. Walker using his left arm as a lever, not allowing him to get to the left side of his body. Inside a minute to go, and we will get a stalemate. So we go back to the center, back to the feet with 57 seconds. Gage Walker, like so many of the Tigers, really hitting his stride of late. He's won 3 of his last 4, including last time out, an 8-6 win against Carter Schmidt of Oklahoma. Take a look at some of the setbacks as Grice comes in on the leg. Back into the scramble that we saw earlier in the period.
He's popping that head underneath. They're both trying to figure this situation out. There might be a cradle right there.
What's Grice need to do, champ?
He's got to get that right hip underneath him. Walker's going to want to lock that cradle up and start to pressure forward, get that heel on the mat. We're going to go stalemate. That was great wrestling by both of these young men. Great wrestling, especially short time. They're both looking to score, creating opportunities, and they're both able to extend the position, which is important. Right there, he got up, was starting to get that pressure back through, kept those legs collected, and then he had to follow up. Collects that leg.
So they start neutral in the second period. 3-1 Grice out in front of Gage Walker, the sophomore, Jay, Oklahoma, second year at Missouri. Bumping up this year to 33 after we saw him compete at 25 pounds last season, where he went 11-11, and he was given some dual competition, 7-7. Keep in mind, he was thrown into the starting lineup as a true freshman following the medical retirement of Noah Surton. Part of the 2024 recruit class for Brian Smith, 4-time Oklahoma State champ.
Nice attack from Walker right there. He's continuing to threat. Grice Looking for that front headlock, moving forward well. Straight single, goes to the body. Great opportunity right there from Grice. Doesn't wait for Walker to come to him. Decides to move forward, goes straight single, builds up to the body. And that threat of being able to take someone feet to back is enough to be like, hey.
Changes your course of action a little bit as you defend it. Grice will ride him out of bounds as Walker will report back to the center, down 5. Boy, how about the job that Garrett Grice has done? A couple of big duels, big moments with the All-American Evan Frost out, and he has stepped in, kept that torch bright for the Cyclones.
Well, it's opportunity, right?
And that's what this sport's all about.
It's like, hey, I got an opportunity to go out here, and I was able to pop into a practice, I think maybe 2 weeks ago before that, that West Virginia and the UNI dual weekend, and Kevin Dresser was talking about opportunity and some of his experience in that loaded Iowa room back during his time, and how he had to make weight certain times and didn't get to wrestle and all those moving pieces. And he's like, hey, if you have an opportunity, go seize it. Straight single, builds up, goes to the body, and then throws. Yeah, man. Threaten that snake action, which I'm sure Missouri is aware of, because one of their coaches, Kendrick Maple, used to absolutely bite people with that. Like, he was.
Yeah, those fangs were sharp when he hit it.
Oh, for sure.
Kendrick Maple, his 7th year alongside Brian Smith on the Missouri bench, 3-time All-American, and he had the championship run a couple of years before yours, 2013 NCAA champ at 141 for Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was tall.
He was.
From Kansas. Yeah, man. When he hit that, I saw some teammates. I'm like, man, that looks tight. Like,
there were a lot of wrestling rooms trying to do that the next year with the younger kids.
Yeah. It's one of those moves sometimes you forget that could work if you get the right angle. Metcalf used to hit it. Ramos, you know, some of those names.
Walker not doing enough for the officials, so they hit him with a stall. That's his first call. And we will have a stoppage in the action for the blood timeout. We were just talking about Kendrick Maple. You see him in the backdrop there alongside Brian Smith and Keegan O'Toole, the 2-time NCAA champion, part of the Missouri staff as well. Quick cleanup, both wrestlers back, 1:13 to go. Walker down 3. 1:11 riding time as well for Grice.
And when you're in these situations, you're just looking for, all right, what's my go-to attack? Like if I'm Walker, I'm like, all right, I just need to get to the leg once. I just need to give myself an opportunity to get to the leg, get 2 hands around it, and create some opportunity.
Grice, lightning quick, comes right back onto the front head position. This is not where Walker wants to be. Walker will circle, reposition back into the center. 30 seconds to go. He's running out of time. He's going to need to secure a takedown and then ride a little bit. He's thinking about a sudden victory, and that option quickly coming off the boards as we're down to 15 seconds.
Riding time is now locked up, which will be huge.
Walker attacking, but it's not going to be enough, and Iowa State has stayed perfect, and Hilton Coliseum getting treated so far on senior day. Second time in as many weeks where the Cyclones have turned to Garrett Grice, and the junior has delivered.